Am I the asshole for choosing my dad over my mom? Throwaway account because my friends know my original account. I'm posting this here because I believe some of you all can understand my point of view and guide me through the right path. Thank you in advance. My 15F parents filed for divorce a few months ago, after my dad found out about my mom's infidelity. This broke his heart because she was his high school sweetheart. I've never seen my dad cry for anything, but after finding out that my mom got pregnant with her pa's new BF, he broke down crying in his room. I'm really disgusted by my mom, and I don't want to have a relationship with her. I was always closer to my dad because my mom wouldn't treat me well growing up. So I chose my dad and told him that I don't want to see my mom ever again knowing she did this to us. She betrayed my dad and broke any trust we had in her. My mom is now mad at me for choosing my dad because I'm their only child. She wants me to be there with her by helping her with the pregnancy, but I don't want to do anything with her boyfriend or their unborn child. I'm honestly tired of her. She accused my dad of brainwashing me and flaunting his money to make me stay with him. Yes, my dad is richer than her, his family is also wealthy, but I chose him because I don't want to leave him alone. I don't want to betray him like my pa's mom did. My aunts, mom's sisters, are now blaming my dad and are harassing me for isolating my mom. They're calling me an ungrateful child because my mom carried me for 9 months and I'm not choosing her. I can't talk to my friends about this as they don't understand my life, they don't have divorced parents, and I just wanted to know if I did the right thing or not. So am I the asshole? Edit 1. Hello, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank every single one of y'all here. Thank you for understanding my pain, and thank you for showing me the true color of my mom. All these while I thought she really wanted me to be there with her because she was weak during her pregnancy, but reading everyone's comment made me realize that she actually wants me as the unpaid nanny. She also wants me to be with her because she wants my dad to pay child support. I was really gullible and thought she wanted me because she loved me. I feel shitty now. I have blocked all my aunt's numbers, and I showed my dad this thread. Like some of y'all suggested, I would definitely let my dad's lawyer know about the harassment I was receiving. I'm not sure if I want to cut my mom off from my life entirely or not, and I know her unborn child is innocent, but I'm not ready to face any of them. I hope in the future, I'm strong enough to forgive her and be a sibling to her child. But for now, I want to be with my dad cause he needs it. I suggested therapy for both of us, and my dad agreed too. He was really thankful for everyone's comment also. Thank you again. Thanks for the awards, 10 kind strangers. I would definitely reply to the DMs as soon as possible because I just need some time to digest everything. Thank you again. Have a great day everyone. Yellow heart. Not the asshole, she doesn't really care that you're leaving. She just wants someone to be a babysitter. You didn't do anything wrong. Not the asshole, and don't ever think that you are, ever. You're old enough to make your own decisions and I don't blame you for choosing your dad over your mom, anyone in that situation would. What you did was right. If you don't want anything to do with your mom, that's your decision and no one can change that. You said yourself she's broke the trust between you and that's not easily repairable. Block your aunts so they can no longer contact you or harass you. They clearly don't understand your point of view in this situation. You're not ungrateful and I can't imagine why they would say that or even think that. Stay strong. Greater than this broke his heart because she was his high school sweetheart. I've never seen my dad cry for anything. The reason why you should choose your dad is because he loves you and he needs you in this moment. Greater than my mom is now mad at me for choosing my dad because I'm their only child. She wants me to be there with her by helping her with the pregnancy. The reason why your mom and her relatives are mad at you. Not the asshole. You should definitely choose your father over your mother. Not the asshole. Block any relatives who harass you or your dad. She cheated and wasn't a caring mom to begin with. Now she just wants a free babysitter. Stay with your dad. You ain't an asshole for that. Not the asshole. There are consequences for actions and your mom is getting hers. Not the asshole. You can choose. You are clear of mind and no matter what shit they say, you know what you want. Honestly, this divorce is their problem. You have to look out for you, and if you feel better staying with your dad for your sake first, you have done the right thing. Besides, I have some ill feelings about the idea of you going with your mom and sister with them using the "carried you for 9 months" argument for choosing her instead. Pumping out a baby doesn't entitle you to their life. She is not entitled to yours. Not the asshole sounds like your mother was banking on you being alive and babysitter. You're 15 and old enough to have your say in custody arrangements. You're angry at how she treated your father, and her response is to badmouth him to her sisters and throw accusations of brainwashing about. Not the asshole. She's either going to use you as a babysitter or means to get child support from your dad. Or both actually. Please stay with your dad. He needs you now more than ever. He already lost his wife, please make sure he doesn't lose you too. Not the asshole. Getting pressured to accept other opinion is everyday matter. Listen. Respect their point of view. Do what is right for you. Easy. If they don't respect your opinion, you should confront them about that. Not the asshole. Your mom chose the boyfriend over your dad, so why can't you choose dad over her? She wasn't loyal to her family, so I don't see any reason she should expect loyalty in return. She knew this was a possibility when she cheated. With that said, I do think you'll eventually need to forgive your mom for your own sake. Carrying anger in your heart isn't healthy. That doesn't mean become best friends and act like nothing ever happened. Just saying you'll need to reconcile somehow eventually. So don't do too much irreversible damage as you separate yourself from your mother right now. Not the asshole. Be careful, op. Your mom may want you to be a full-time babysitter, and if you live with her, your dad will have to pay child support. Not the asshole. Let the aunts be there for her. Not the asshole. Actions. Consequences. Your mom is being manipulative. Tell her boyfriend can help her with their baby. That's kinda what dads do. Just because she gave birth to you doesn't mean she gets a free pass. Not the asshole. The mother is literally telling you to come to her so you can be an unpaid babysitter in the future. She is an absolutely awful human being. Just block your aunts and mother and spend more time with your father. He needs all the support in this time. Not the asshole. The minority of children choose the cheating parent in this scenario. Don't worry about that. You love your dad, so living with him is the right thing for you, and that is what should matter. NTA, and you should keep all of the harassment on record, so if it comes down to custody arrangements, they have proof that your mother and her family are toxic to your well-being. Not the asshole, but I think you would probably benefit from some counseling. In an ideal situation, parents shouldn't make their children choose one of them during a separation, even if one of them was engaged in an affair. Many children feel the need to fix things or establish justice by siding with the spouse who was cheated on, but this is simply not your emotional burden or responsibility to bear. I highly recommend reading this article. With that said, OP's mom and her aunts do sound like Oz, especially for guilting OP for feeling betrayed by her mom. That's a very normal feeling for children to have when they find out one of their parents has an affair, and it's up to the parent to re-establish trust, not blame the child for a lack of it. Op, you don't owe your mom anything. Both her pregnancies are her choice and her responsibilities to bear. You don't owe her anything. Not the asshole. Op, please know this. You do not owe parents, family members your time simply because they are family. As someone with toxic family members, my life is much more worthwhile without them in it. You are so sweet to stay with your dad. Do not let them manipulate you into thinking otherwise. It is perfectly fine to cut off family, even your mother. Yes, she brought you into the world and carried you for 9 months, but that fact should never be used to guilt you into sticking around. The fact that she is doing that now proves that she is not a good mother. Children aren't born just to serve parents. If she wanted that, she should hire a nanny, not guilt their own child into supporting them. I hope you and your dad are able to move on and have a good life without her. Take care of yourselves. Not the asshole. Not at all. Never in a million billion years. Before you block your mom and her family, tell them all that the reason you chose your dad is because your mom cheated and you no longer trust that she has your best interests at heart. Then block all of them and be with your dad and make a great life for yourself. Not the asshole. Family doesn't always work. If it works, it can be something wonderful. Don't make yourself be with someone who doesn't understand and clearly doesn't care about the feelings of people that near her. Choose the one who is better for you. Help your father and he will help you back, believe me. And from what I read, your mom doesn't want you because she loves and cares about you, she just wants a slave to help her with her pregnancy. Not the asshole. You are not obligated to have a relationship with your mother, and the other circumstances don't change that. You have your reasons, they are valid, you can start making decisions based on what is best for you, and your mother's family has no stake in that. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Not the asshole at all. Your mom is getting what she deserves. She only wants you around so you can basically raise this baby for her. Tell your family there's no need to brainwash you against someone that's scummy. She turned you against her herself, nothing to do with your dad. Fuck her. Not the asshole. She didn't only betray your father but you as well. You have every right to not choose your mom. Cut contact with your mom and her relatives. Just because someone gave birth doesn't automatically make them a mom. Mother yes, but a mom no. Same applies vice versa. You want to live with the parent who has loved you and hasn't made you feel like a backup or free babysitter. Not the asshole. I hope you and your dad live in relative peace and cut all those toxic people out. You're old enough now that courts will take your opinion on who to live with. Well done to you for making the right choice. Don't let your cheating mom or horrible sounding aunts guilt you into anything. You did right by your dad and that's all that matters here. Definitely not the asshole and good luck with it all. Not the asshole. She is mad that she is losing free help, has to pay child support and now cut off from your dad's wealth. I promise if you ever visit her, all you do is babysit. Not the asshole. I think your reaction and decision to stay with your dad is reasonable. Especially considering your mom has that new boyfriend to help her through the pregnancy. Also I kind of suspect she only wants you, as a free babysitter. Your mom's the asshole and a grade narcissist. Stick by and support your dad, he needs to know he's loved at this given moment. Don't let your aunties gaslight you, you have a mind of your own. Not the asshole. She's banking on you for free child care and she can see the dollar flying out the window faster than her infidelity squashed any hopes of alimony. Not the asshole. You shouldn't have to choose a side at all. If living with your dad instead of being a full-time live-in nanny for your new half-sibling is enough to turn your mom against you, that's on her. Not the asshole. You did the right thing. Block your mom's family and cut them off. You are doing the right thing and your mom is being selfish. Not the asshole. She carried you for 9 months. You had to live with her for 15 years. Not the asshole. They're calling me an ungrateful child because my mom carried me for 9 months and I'm not choosing her. Remember, 9 months of carrying you, just so that she wouldn't treat you well growing up. It means nothing. Not the asshole. You don't owe your mom anything just because she birthed you. If anything, she owed your father because marriage is a promise to be faithful and to love each other forever and she went back on that promise by cheating. She's just mad because she thought you wouldn't hold any of this against her and now she's trying to make your dad look like the bad guy even though he didn't do anything wrong. Not the asshole at all. If your mom wants help during her pregnancy she can go to a midwife or her partner. That's what they're there for. Good on you for sticking by your dad and standing up for yourself. Not the asshole. Only your dad is acting like an adult or parent. Your mom is very selfish and entitled. She's not angry you chose your dad over her because she misses you. She's mad because she thought you would be a free babysitter. She didn't think about you when she had the affair and hurt your family. Even now she only cares about what she wants. If she really loved you, she would respect your need for space and actively try to rebuild your relationship and trust at your pace. The last thing she should do is try to guilt and manipulate you by getting others to harass you. Stay with your dad full time. Only see your mom when you are ready. Block her everywhere until she apologizes. Your dad loves you and only wants what's best for you. He's acting like a good father, and treating you with respect. She carried you for 9 months, but it sounds like he did so for much longer. And hasn't stopped. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Your mom wants to have her cake and eat it too. Betray her family and then wants you to pretend she didn't and move in with her new family. You are better off with your dad. Not the asshole. Your mom sounds like an asshole and I wish you and your dad all the best in recovering from this. Not the asshole. I think your mom is trying to take advantage of you. If AITA really cared she wouldn't have cheated. Not the asshole, but you cannot be your dad's only support here. He's going to need a lot of emotional support. Other adults, friends and family. You are too. Therapy for you both is a good way to start and maybe some counselor help for the two of you together as you rebuild your life together. Good luck. Not the asshole. Greater than my mom is now mad at me for choosing my dad because I'm their only child. No, unless you have a half-sibling on your dad's side you his only child, your mother is getting another child in less than 9 months. If you go with your mother you won't be her child, you will be a babysitter that she is getting paid for having in her house by your dad. Not the asshole. She was the one who messed up your family. It's only natural you picked your father over her. If she didn't want to lose the family she had, then she shouldn't have cheated. Also, I have to wonder if she is angry because she wants you as her daughter or because she wants child support and a free babysitter. Not the asshole, but just remember you can have a relationship with both of them, you don't have to choose between them. Also, your parents' relationship isn't a reflection on how they feel about you. I get that you're angry, but cheating doesn't happen in a bubble. The person is looking for something, not right, and don't condone it at all, but it's true. I think you should take some time, maybe have therapy to deal with your anger, and then decide if you want to cut your mom out. She carried you for 9 months and then ignored you for 15 years, I would say she can't really complain. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Not the asshole, but also who the fuck cares what anyone thinks? Your aunts, uncles, flying unicorns aren't living through the situation so they can take a Godman hike. As someone who went through the same thing at the same age, except it was my younger sister they fought for, I was largely tossed aside. Which was fine by me. I can tell you she most likely doesn't want you. As sucky as it sounds, it's definitely a pawn in the game situation. If you didn't have a good relationship and suddenly she's all clingy and sulky that you're leaving? Means you have something she wants. And it's most likely not your mother-daughter relationship. In my situation, it was child support and picking a side. It's rarely much different, especially when there's wealth involved. Just know that when you grow up and time has passed, you may change your mind, and that's completely okay. For now, follow your feelings and leave with your dad.